space and time. I want to stay, I want to go. You see my face, but it's not mine. But you can see, you'll never know. How can we meet if I'm not there? Our hearts may touch, our bodies close, but time divides what we might share and sends us all where no one goes. I'm just a traveler upon the sea of time, of life, of fate's wide wheel. Just a traveler in this mystery. For me, I am so that's real to me. We all begin this life alone. We live, we love all through the years. Yet deep inside we long for home, but it recedes, obscured by tears. I cried at time, it falls past me. The door of faith remains asleep, but in my soul this hope burns free. Oh, please let there be one and finally. I'm just a traveler upon the sea of time, of life, of fate's wide wheel. Just a traveler in this mystery. For me, I am so that's real to me. For me, I am so that's real to me.
Hey, what's up?
Beautiful voice. God, Scott's voice is so beautiful.
Bet you want to feel his throat. It's so beautiful, don't you? Hey, I got to clip out that first 5 seconds because I went back and watched it because
Yeah.
Todd like faked me out, and I watched it. It's like, oh man, it's not that bad, and it like starts, and then it cuts away after a few seconds, and then we literally look like those memes where Jeff Goldblum's like watching us poop, and then it starts again. So that's gonna drive me batty. How you doing, everybody? So yeah. What's up, Mutineer? How you doing? Killjoy 3. We'll see if Todd came through on some of these. We had some requests in here. Like he's
Oh, we did.
Ghoulies 3,
God, we need to start requesting in the actual post because I usually post before. Like,
you guys need to make sure we have stuff represented.
Yeah.
My mom's saying hi to Todd, not me for some reason. Hi, Todd. Son she never had. What the hell was that? That was me when I got scared by that fucking video. Lost Boys to Thirst. Is that gonna be on?
Yes, that will be on their mute.
Is it really?
Yes, yes.
All right, and then we got 4K 10 of course, as usual, and subscribing to us. That is a perk to be a member. Become a member, and you can unsubscribe to us.
Yes.
For the low cost of $2.99 a month, you can unsubscribe to us anytime you want. So how's it going? It's Wednesday. I'm exhausted. I'm excited to do this.
Yeah,
really tired.
And we had to actually go back because we thought we might have done this, or we done two. We were originally gonna do two, but we were like, okay, we have done that before. So
we had done that. He said, like, I want to do horror sequels, like part 2s. I'm like, I could have swore we've done that, and I had to go back and look. And yeah, so we haven't done Threequels though, but this is more interesting. I think after the third film, it gets a little tricky. We're gonna have less than, if we we're gonna do the fourth film in every franchise, we're gonna have a lot less to choose from, but there's still plenty of Threequels out there. So, and a lot of good ones too, a lot of bad ones. But hey, really quick, I have to let Riverman know something before we get going. I want to jump right into the tier list tonight. I don't want to BS.
Okay.
I don't want to jerk anybody around, but I do want to say, and this is the last one to say of it because it has nothing to do with movies. Did you see they announced Mortal Kombat Legacy Edition?
No, I didn't.
It's the same guys, Digital Eclipse, that put together the Cowabunga collection and the Street Fighter collection.
Oh, really? So okay.
It's everything. It's
Oh,
so it's just, well, they haven't announced every game yet, but here's what they've announced so far: Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just like all those other the previous
Ultimate?
games, yeah, Mortal Kombat
Oh,
1,
okay, good.
1, 2, regular 3, Ultimate 3, and 4, and they've
Trilogy.
not yet. But if they
Oh,
don't, it'd be a crime. They haven't announced it yet. But they announced like Deception on Game Boy Advance and these weird ones too. But it's just like the Cowabunga collection where you're getting the Genesis versions, the SNES, the arcades, the 32X versions. You know, you're getting all the versions of every
okay.
version. So, God, they owe it to me after that piece of shit they gave me with MK1. Cancel that shit in like 1 3/4 months.
Are
It's
they going to
done.
have online playability though?
Yeah, it's got rollback
Oh,
netcode,
really?
rollback netcode, everything.
Oh, so we can
And
play each other. Okay, so this is gonna be fun, dude.
yeah, we could play with each other all night long, man.
Oh,
Hey, let me tell you. So, but if you haven't checked out that Cowabunga collection, have you seen that?
yeah, I have it. It's awesome.
That set's
It's
awesome.
Yeah.
Digital Eclipse does great work, and they
Yeah.
did the same thing with the Street Fighter collection as well, where they gave you every version of every Street Fighter game.
I
And
never
it was,
got that because I've never been a huge Street Fighter guy, but the Cowabunga collection's phenomenal.
so they haven't. I don't know why they wouldn't announce trilogy on there. It would be a freaking crime. Like, come
Yeah.
on, just give us the 64 and the PS, and the PS and the Saturn version were basically identical, but just give us both versions at least. And then they have if they're going to put 4 on there, give us Gold, which was the Dreamcast.
Give us Gold. Give us Sub-Zero.
No,
I,
fuck
I
those.
want. I
No,
want that. I
God.
want. It's fun, dude.
I just sold my copy of MK Mythology Sub-Zero. That game sucks, dude.
I-
You don't
It's
want
nostalgia. It's nostalgia, man.
I don't think those games are canon. Like, keep it with the fighting it, but I hope they really shock us. At first, I'm like, okay, they're keeping it retro. At least give us trilogy, and 4 counts as retro. But I'm like, maybe they'll like do the PS2 era games in another one. But no, now that they showed the like the MK GBA versions of the PS2 ones, maybe that tells me, God, if they put the like Deadly Alliance in there and Deception too, just go all out. They can just go all out, and please don't charge $70 for it. Anyway,
So we're gonna get the arcade ports then, right? For like Ultimate and
it's everything.
okay.
So it's like it's even like the really shitty like Super Nintendo, I think Sega Genesis versions of Ultimate UMK3 and the Saturn versions of UMK3 and the arcade version. It's just like that Turtles in Time.
That's gonna be awesome, dude.
Because Turtles Time was like that. You could play like every console version of Tournament Fighters, right?
Yeah,
They just give you everything. And it's just it's about time, man. And people are like, "Oh man, I wanted a remaster." I'm cool with this. You don't have to remaster
Yeah,
it.
no.
Just give me like a huge collection like this. I love all the special features and stuff. Like, really go all out with it, because at this point, Mortal Kombat has burned me in the new era with this last game. So just give me the retro stuff. I'll live in the past now.
Well, that was supposed to come out like 10 years ago. They're supposed to come out with that HD version or whatever it was.
And they canceled it.
Yeah,
And they that stuff's out there. The screenshots where they were making it. That's all right. I'm cool with this. And what would be really cool, Digital Eclipse isn't really a developer, so they can't really do this. They specialize in porting. But what would be neat is if they had balance fixes, like versions. Like I think you should be able to play them in their old state, because those games are busted. Those old games are not balanced. That the AI beats the shit out of you. The computers, it's just ridiculous. It's just imbalanced as hell. And so I think I like that those are intact, but it's too bad they couldn't fix a couple of them. Be like, hey, do you guys want to play the new like balanced versions? I'd be like, yes, give it to me. Because like, dude, fucking that's one of the reasons before the internet, they couldn't patch stuff like.
Oh yeah.
So they had to do like different versions. They'd literally send like arcade cabinet people to come in and replace the boards. And it'd be like version 2.0.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why Ultimate MK3 came out, because the MK3, woo, Shao Kahn's impossible. It was just way too fucking hard. And so anyway, all right. So we'll
real quick, when's that supposed to drop next year?
It just said 2025. No, 2025.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's coming to all platforms. So
okay.
Anyway, so I think we're scaring off people talking about games. I didn't want to do that, but I was really excited about that.
Yeah.
But hey, we are going to talk about Threequels.
Whoa.
What the fuck just happened?
My camera just dropped.
Yeah, I figured. Jeez Louise. It's a good thing you're wearing pants, dude. Dude, can you imagine if you weren't wearing pants? We would have got a mouthful, dude.
The heck happened there? Ooh.
The heck is it, Air? All right, so let's go ahead and get this tier list up and going. I want you guys to help. What's up, Blaine? How you doing? As you guys know, you missed it. Riverman dropped his camera. He wasn't wearing any pants, and we saw his fucking little dick.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
My little dick is pathetic.
All right, so he's gonna pull up the tier list. We're gonna rank threequels, and as usual, we're gonna take turns, each getting a turn. We're gonna spin the wheel, and then the chat will get a turn as well. And then at the end of it, everybody under the sun is gonna have an opportunity to shake it up a bit and move something around that they feel wasn't accurate during the initial run here. So,
all right, let me present this.
Yeah. Riverman's a bit of a mess today. He's like dropping shit.
I'm all over the place, and I was late tonight, and I'm never late. I'm always hounding Aaron for being late. But
he was that's not true at all. He's late sometimes. What are you talking about? You were totally late sometimes. But anyway, yeah, his camera was all messed up, and then he's dropping his camera. He's not wearing pants, and you know,
it's
the whole deal.
Mess.
Yeah, I'm so tired. I've been having trouble sleeping all week, man. I feel great. I'm excited to do this episode, but I am jonesing to take a nap.
Okay, so am I supposed to share the Chrome tab or the window? I can't remember. Let's do the window.
There you go. Hey, that's a solid list. I can already see some cool stuff in here.
All right, see if I can make this bigger.
There you go. It looks great.
Okay.
Oh, we got butt gravy now. Awful waffle. That's good. I can dig it. Almost flawless victory. There you go. Todd knew I was gonna make some MK reference, I guess.
I did.
Top G.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so let's go ahead and pull it up. I'm excited about this.
Okay, who wants to go first? Is it you?
We can just go down the line. I'll go, you go, chat goes in that circle.
Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Let me hide this.
Hopefully I've seen all these.
If we haven't, we'll pass it either me or the chat. Or I haven't seen them all. There's a few I haven't.
I think there's definitely examples too.
Oh, do you get Alien 3 right off the bat? Wow,
this is perfect. So which version are we talking about here? We talking about the theatrical cut? We talking about the assembly cut? So I'm gonna say, first of all, again, we're kind of grading these on a certain sort of curve, because I'm gonna treat them as like, hey, how do I feel these are for the franchise as a third installment? You could always if you happen to love a third movie, like I see Psycho 3's on there. If you fucking love Psycho 3 and that's a 10, you can treat it like that, I guess. But for me, I'm gonna try and look at it as, what they are. This is a bunch of threequels going up against other threequels, and I'm gonna treat it fairly. So Alien 3 as a sequel, I think I'm gonna say almost a flawless victory, because I think the way you have
you're clipping out. Is that your internet or mine?
How do I sound, guys? Let me know. Who's clipping out? Was I clipping out or was Todd clipping out?
Chat. Who's clipping out? Is it Aaron or myself? Because you were sounding like Mr. Roboto.
I don't know. Well, let us know. So Blaine, who sounds bad here? Any of us? Blaine says Top G threequel.
Todd, it's yours.
Yeah, I think it's yours.
Shit. Okay.
But it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to say almost flawless victory. And just because the way you worded that's perfect, because I feel like this is almost an amazing movie. I really like Alien 3. It's obviously flawed and it's got some things wrong with it, but it's so close to greatness. So that's where it's going to put it up for me. And I like both versions. I do think the assembly cut is superior. But there are things about the theatrical I do like. I think there's I think the dog's cool. I think the ox is cool. I think they're both kind of cool. But sounds good. Okay, 4K says Aaron was clipping. And then some people are saying we're good.
That's so weird, because it sounded like freaking robot, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
We sound good now, I think.
Let us know if anybody starts screwing up. Let us know. I did this thing before we started because I don't know what it is, man. StreamYard is... I don't know if it's StreamYard. I don't know if it's our systems. You guys got to take me at my word when I say I have a pretty ace system. I have dumped so much money in my fucking PC in the last year and a half. I shouldn't be dealing with any issues at all. And every so often, man, StreamYard will shit the bed on our local recordings. It'll screw up the audio, and I keep having to jump around with browsers, and it'll fix the problem temporarily. So before I started this, Todd, I deleted every browser and reinstalled all of them. So
Okay.
I'm going to test this after. I'm going to try and make a fake video just to see if that fixed the problem. I don't know, but yeah, StreamYard getting bought out hurt the platform. Seems like they're cutting corners. Yeah, dude, you know what? That is true. Because we never had these problems before.
No, and I think we're getting throttled because we're on the old tier. We're not paying as much, right, this year?
Yeah, so we renewed our yearly membership like a month before they announced the increase in price and the change in the tiers and stuff. And yeah, I think we've been getting throttled all year. I really do think that's
it's been shit all year.
And I have these random problems in the local recordings.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't ever make sense. Like sometimes Todd's audio is fucked up, but his video is fine. So most of the time it's like my video's like going like 5 times fast. I'm like BBB for pork. Like what the fuck's going on? And it's just beyond fixing. Like I can't, it's just you can't fix it. But anyway, that's supposed to re-up in 2 months. So we have to figure out what we're doing if we're going to try like Riverside but anyway, yeah, that's where I stand on Alien 3. So Todd's going to roll Alien 3, man. I think I appreciate it even more over the years. I love the concept of it.
Oh, Return of the Living Dead 3.
Yeah, you're lucky. There's a lot of good 3s in here, man.
Yeah.
Like I think sometimes, it's easy. I think more often than not, the first one of anything is always the best. The second one sometimes dips, and the third one kind of brings it back a little bit. I think there's a lot of examples like that. Like for me personally, I know you love part 2. I think 3 is better than 2, though. It's more nostalgic.
I still like 2 better than 3. It's more nostalgic. 2 is more nostalgic for me, but 3 has its charm because the special effects are so good. But I would consider 3 an excellent film. I would put it as almost flawless victory. I think I don't know. It does have its issues with, of course, there were budgetary issues with some like locations and stuff. I could see that, but overall, it's a solid film. The gore is awesome, and it's a great zombie flick. And there's not a whole lot of zombies in it, but it doesn't matter because it just it works, man. Melinda Clark is phenomenal. So
Mutineer thinks 2 and 3 are both butt gravy. So look, I think this was a great movie for a kid to watch because look, they have like the pinup zombie. It's like a pinup, like I know we had Bub.
Yeah,
but this is one of the other rare times where they made the poster marquee star the zombie. And as a kid, I didn't notice any of the budgetary restrictions as a kid. I remember like, oh, the effects are great. You have the cholo with the spine coming up and the neck and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When you watch it as an adult, like, oh, I could see the corners cut all over the place. Where it is like that. When you see like the cholo's head come off and you could see where they spent like all their money on a couple effects.
Yeah.
But then there's some stuff that's a little like sus, but they did a lot with very little. And
the zombies they have look freaking cool. So the limited number they do have.
Yeah, that's right. There's only a couple of zombies. You don't think about that as a kid, but and it's got a bootleg Eddie Furlong, which is hilarious because had they just waited a decade, they could have cast the real Eddie Furlong in this. He wouldn't, he was too big and hot at the time, but now it's like
the 90s stink on this movie. That's what I love about it too.
There's something about it. It's a total sci-fi movie, dude. I used to watch this like shit on Sci-Fi and Cinemax and stuff. But all right, so now, original concept, main character is a zombie. It's a good flick. But this is your turn, guys. We're gonna spin the wheel for you in the chat. You guys got to help us decide where the next gem goes. Ew, Stepfather 3's on here. Fuck. All right.
Human Centipede 3.
Oh, okay. This is an example. This is like the opposite of what I was saying earlier. It just took a nosedive with 3, dude. Some people hate 2. I didn't hate 2.
I like 2. 2's my favorite out of all.
I thought 2 was kind of sleazy and grimy.
Yeah.
3, guys. I mean, if you guys like it in the chat, God bless you. But this movie's not good. You missed that one, Mute?
But okay.
He missed that one. Does anybody have
Blaine says butt gravy?
Butt gravy? Okay, we'll put it in butt gravy until somebody else has anything else to say about it.
It's not good at all, dude.
I just don't know why. This is like a total Maxine situation.
Yeah, I have Maxine on here too.
Tom Six had his trilogy, and the first 2 came out pretty quick, and they were both good for what they were. and they were both different, very
Mhm.
different style. And then he just pumped that third one out right away, and it was just balls, dude.
You
I
don't
don't.
hear anybody talking about those movies anymore. They were huge at the time when they first came out.
Human Centipede was the buzz movie, dude.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the
That was
everybody was talking about it.
yeah. That was
Even
the
like
indie horror film, the Terrifier and stuff
even
like
like Kirk Hammett was talking about it. So anything new in horror you've been listening? Yeah, there's this movie called Human Centipede. Yeah, everybody was talking about Human Centipede.
He'd probably want to be at the end of the Centipede.
I'm sure he did, dude. Like, yeah, come on, give me James's shit. All right, so it's my turn.
You think James would be in the front?
Yeah, dude. He's the alpha, dude. He does the shitting. Maxine is absolute festering anal
I'd love to
discharge.
see Jason Newsted in the front, dude, making his weird faces.
Getting everybody back, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Phantasm 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So, spoiler alert, I'm not a huge fan of the Phantasm series. I have seen all of them, and it wasn't that long ago when I think it was a few years ago, because I think Joe Bob had Reggie on before he died.
Yeah.
And I think they were playing like Ravager or whatever that last one was.
Yeah.
Whatever. And whatever that was, it made me want to like watch a marathon of them. And so I did get to watch them somewhat recently. It's kind of a cop out, but I think the only decent one is the second one, because that's the one that has the budget. See,
I don't even like the second one.
No,
I would say the third one's better than the second one.
I don't like any of them really, but I'm just saying the second one stands apart because it has the noticeably big budget.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And they even like recast the kid, and they have like different actors and shit. I'm gonna put Awful Waffle. It's not that they're bad. They're just not for me. I think the concept of the tall man's cool.
Yeah.
I used to watch. Phantasm was around in the days when I was like a little kid, and I was watching It and Child's Play and Freddy Krueger when I was having all those nightmares as a toddler. I vividly remember the tall man, his sphere,
creepy, man,
and the sphere. And I remember, but you would think I would have the same like nostalgic connection as I do those other franchise, but I just don't, man. But the visuals are creepy.
I do enjoy the first one. I'm not a huge fan of them, like you were saying, but I do enjoy
maybe the first one
and
the
third
best.
one. Are not. Third one's not great, but it's better than two, in my opinion. But
yeah, Phantasm's a cool name. Be a better band name.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
What's it called? Entombed, one of the greatest death metal bands ever. They an opening of one of their tracks, the opening, I believe, their first album, I believe it's on Left Hand Path. They cover the theme to Phantasm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think it's the outro of the first track. It's very interesting. Okay, so Todd, what'd you get?
Army of Darkness.
Okay.
So
it's an easy one. This is softball.
Where's it at? I
don't know. Where is
Army? Here it is. This is not the OG.
Alternate cover.
It's for the third one. I mean, it's up there, top G. I mean, it's excellent. Like I said, it's probably my least favorite of the Evil Dead series, but something about Army of Darkness is just a fun movie, man. As much as I love Return of the Living Dead 3, I still think Army of Darkness is a better movie.
Well, you gotta consider like iconic status and its influence and stuff like that. And it's funny, it was a bomb. It just had this like life that came after the theaters and everything. So
and I go through stages where I like love it and where I don't really care for it, and then it's weird. It's one of those type of films for me.
Yeah, Mendoza, what's up, brother? He says Army's fun. Yeah, I could watch 1 and 2 anytime, but yeah, 3, it's like it's obviously a great homage to Three Stooges and stuff like that, and but yeah, I gotta really be in the mood for it. But I can't deny that it's a lot of fun. I just wish it went harder. That's my thing.
Yeah,
it's not PG-13, right? But I always remember it being PG-13.
It's not. Is it R?
Is it PG-13? It feels like a PG-13 movie.
I think it is PG-13.
If it's not,
somebody in the chat could tell us.
If it's R, it's 100% a PG-13 today. Like if it came out today, it wouldn't be R. Like I just think the violence is so toned down. I think there's like one F-bomb, which is really funny. look at it. I believe it's one of those movies that I think is PG-13, but I'm always shocked that it's R.
R, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like an R-rated movie.
That's
At all.
crazy. Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't feel like an
The,
R-rated
the,
movie.
the violence that's in it super cartoony and it's toned down, and there's no nudity, and
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of like vaudeville dad jokes.
Yep.
Like, first you want to kiss me, then you want to kill me, blow. Like, it's just like it's so goofy. It wouldn't be art today. Yeah, Alpha Romero, what's up, brother?
Alpha,
Army of
what's up,
Darkness.
man?
Wow, it's his favorite.
Okay.
It's a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hot take at all.
No. I totally get it. I mean,
I think that's what's great about and lasting about the series is that you literally have a different favorite depending on who you ask. You have 3 films that arguably could be the greatest, and that's a great problem to have, man. You know what I mean?
well, it's crazy because back in high school, it was like everybody was talking about Army of Darkness. It seemed like, and we were of course like huge Evil Dead fans at the time. So we're like, what about Evil Dead? And they're like, no, Army of Darkness, man. It's like,
I really, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong, but do you think that is partially to blame because of stuff like TBS and
Could be.
TNT?
Yeah.
Because TNT was something about this one. The Evil Dead 1 and 2 was still like very late night movie affair.
Yeah.
Maybe but they were showing like Army of Darkness in the afternoon on WGN.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe it just kind of got a life somewhere in there. I don't know, but hey, Alpha, did you go to the Monroeville Mall? Did he do that, or was he
I think
covering it?
Isn't that this weekend? Or
Is that
maybe
this
it was,
weekend?
or was it last weekend?
I don't know. I didn't know if you were actually going there to cover it, but hey, you got to have me and Todd on a stream soon, man. I was telling him we gotta go on your channel and chop it up, man. I'd love to do that. I had a great time chatting a couple weeks back.
Absolutely.
So yeah, just let us know. Have your people call our people. My people's Todd. Let them know. All right, so who's it? It's because Ash says the N-word. What? Did I miss that version? When did he say the N-word?
I don't remember him saying that, but
What? I don't think he did. I think you're Mandela affecting me here. Oh, okay. It's this weekend. Cool, man. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing or hearing some coverage of it, dude.
absolutely.
Let us know when you get back. All right. So who's next? Is it chat?
Chat.
Let's go. Hell yeah, brother.
Poltergeist 3.
Okay, it's Poltergeist in a skyrise.
Yep.
I like the movies that take place in a skyrise. They're all just like demons too. And I've read recently that they had that was it John Carpenter saying the original script of Halloween 2 was in a skyrise apartment, kind of like Poltergeist 2 or Demons 2 or whatever. I think it always works. I think it's same concept of why they put people in a hospital. It's creepy, and obviously with a high rise, you're going up. A lot of times you're getting chased up, and you think in a house when people don't leave the house, they run away from the killer by going upstairs. They're just locking themselves in. They're making their situation worse. So you amplify that when it's like 20 or 30 floors. So it's always great. So where's chat?
So we're seeing Dig It. Blaine digs it. Shit film, but I love it. Mendoza, Awful Waffle, Mutineer.
So we got. I feel like it averages out to it. I can dig it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in quite a while.
It's been a while for me too. I do want to rewatch it though. I need to throw that on my list.
Yeah, I've seen the first one countless times.
Oh yeah,
and the second one I've seen the second most. Are you scared, honey? Are you afraid?
The Purge 3.
I've never seen The Purge 3. I'm gonna have to.
I'll take this one.
Oh, you
so this one's the election one, the Purge election, and all these movies are pretty much the same to me. These movies aren't the greatest movies, but I think they're watchable. I mean, they're fun for what they are. This one, I don't remember if this one was a success a bit in like the franchise or not, but I would put it in. I can dig it. I mean, either that or Awful Waffle, but it's not like the worst movie I've seen.
When's my mom? When you watching the Purge movies? She's like, she digs it. I guess you're watching stuff all the time, and I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean those movies aren't great movies, but I mean they're good time waster movies. So I'll throw it in that.
Yeah, Blaine thinks they're all diggable. Joe Biden is in the sequel. I don't know. I would get it if I've seen it, but all right. So let me go ahead and we'll just flip flop. I'll take yours.
Okay, go for it.
Ow, dude. You ever get a zit inside your nose, dude?
Oh, it's terrible, man.
God, it hurts
is
so
the
bad.
worst.
And it hurts on the outside. Like
yeah, you touch your nose and it hurts. Yeah.
Oh, it's like so. All right. Psycho 3. All right. So I'm probably not the guy you want to get Psycho 3.
I wanted this one.
So I think, like I said, it's a totally serviceable movie. Some people obviously like it. I guess it's getting some love. Where was all this love back when it came out? But I think I'm gonna look at it as a threequel to Psycho 1 and 2. And I think as a third movie to those two amazing flicks, I'm just gonna put it as I can dig it. I'm not gonna give it all. It's not a bad movie by any stretch. I just feel like it's kind of a mindless slasher, and it doesn't do any service to the second movie and how great that followed up the first movie. So, but you know, I like 4 better. I like 4 better than 3.
That's tough. I like them pretty much equally, but I see what you're saying. You can dig. I mean, I think it's a little bit better than that, but
I hate Jeff Fahey's face, dude. Maybe it's just the Lawnmower Man. It's the fact that that's the Lawnmower Man. And if you guys have ever seen Lawnmower Man, those movies just piss me off, dude. I still think Todd and I should do Lawnmower Man 2.
I think we should do the first 2 because I don't remember the first. I haven't seen the second one. I don't really remember.
Beyond Cyberspace Part 2 is so bad.
That's like something Vinegar Syndrome would put out.
Oh yeah, they just love to put out dog shit. Yeah. And I would love. It's got like that pre-hysteria kid in it or whatever, but it's just not good. And the first one's not as bad. The first one sucks too. But I would love to do both of them. I would love to do both. I feel like I don't know if those would be more fitting for like a member only commentary or for everybody. I don't know how much love, but there's just something so awesomely bad and terrible about doing the second one. And I don't see enough people talking about the second.
Nobody talks about either one of them.
I feel like we should do them.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do them, but maybe we should rewatch them first before we so we know what we're getting ourselves into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Yeah. Mendoza's saying Aaron and Zach did a great commentary on Psycho 3. That's old school, man. Almost flawless for Psycho 3. Come on.
See, people love it.
Yeah, he likes it. He's one person.
I was gonna put it in almost flawless.
No, it's jeez Louise, dude. Come on.
I put the Psycho films in top G and almost flawless. I wouldn't put
all of them.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I just hate that it's the
best franchise, man.
It started the slasher, you could argue. And then when you get to the third one, they're basically just making a poor copy of the movies that were poor copies of Psycho. I don't know. All right, so Nightmare 3, this would be the chat. Wow, you guys got a good one. This is like the fan favorite. How do you guys feel about it though? It's hard.
I'm curious to think with people because like I want to say early late 2000s, people love this movie. That's all they talked about was Friday 3. And now everybody's talking about Friday 2, of course.
It's Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
What did I say?
Friday.
I meant Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah. Friday 3 and then Friday 2 now everybody's talking about. But
when are we gonna get Freddy the 13th? The crossover, dude. Freddy the 13th.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, look what they're saying. Okay.
No. So look, it's hard to fight people that this is a great movie, and maybe it's the most referenced, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's got the most iconic kills. The worm, dude. The TV. It's just it's hard to beat. It's got a great ensemble cast, and it was a great sequel. It's probably on paper maybe what the second movie should have been, because I love the second movie, but that's not what we're debating here. The second movie, they were trying to do more of the same. They just kind of did the whole like gay swap thing that nobody really realized when we were kids. But still, he's attacking one person at a school. He actually lives in Nancy's house. It's very same, and the tone is similar, right? Just like the dark, guttural, scary thing. The third one is what a sequel normally is, where they make it bigger. It's like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
in the first movie, he's terrorizing these kids and we got a final girl. We got this bigger ensemble cast and they're all strong characters, you know, whereas like, you know, they just kind of pick off everybody in the first movie and whatever, Rod, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's the true sequel. So
It's top G material in my opinion.
it has to be
It's up to
top
the cheap.
Nightmare 3 is crap. 4K, you're gonna get washed out on this. See, Elm Street 3 is fantastic. First Freddy movie. My mom loves 3. Top G. Yeah, Aaron, Josh, James, and Zach and did a great commentary of this one too. Yeah, we've done all of them at some point or another. But yeah, it's top G, man. Sorry, man. 4K, you got too many top G's to it doesn't.
Hey, at the very end,
They
stick
outvoted.
around. You
Yeah,
can bump it down.
If you stick around, you could fuck up everybody's world by putting the best Freddy movie.
Make it butt gravy.
I think as a movie, it's top G, but also as a sequel,
Yeah,
like what I
absolutely.
just said, as a threequel, they came back and just totally flipped the script and made Freddy what he is.
And this can be, you know, somebody could say that this is their favorite one out of the whole franchise, and I wouldn't think anything of it. You know, as good as the first one is, and as creepy as the second one is.
Let me see. Oh, Mutineer said, "I dig it, man." Are you trying to
Oh.
bring it down? Is that what we're trying to do? So hold on. Okay, let's make this fair.
Wow.
So we had one top G,
Yeah.
one terrible, two another. I'd say another top G.
I love 3 as your mom.
That's so we have 3 top G's, a pure butt gravy. I'm going to take 4K, and then we have an I can dig it. I still think it's almost flawless.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
but you got to put it at the top. Come on, man. Ahead of Alien.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, that's a crime against humanity, but it is what it is. It's your guys' vote. I think every Nightmare sequel sucks. They became weed humor. I mean, I think
True. They're fun.
I mean, I don't think any sequel should ever be made, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Patricia you missed the E in there. All right,
It's
so
you.
you're gonna have to take this one because I never watched this bullshit. The Thirst.
Do I get all the shitty ones now? Okay, yeah, this is
I never watched this. I got stuff to do, man. Jeez, I got a life.
the
to
only
live.
reason I won't put this in butt gravy is because Corey Feldman's in it. I'll put it as an awful waffle.
But he shows up for like 2 seconds, right?
yeah,
He has to.
yeah. He shows up, and the Frog Brothers reunited is shitty, dude. It's bad. It is.
Was
bad.
it this one or the second one where on the 2 Corys, Corey Haim his feelings were hurt when he hurt. He's like, because Corey Feldman had gotten the offer to do one of the sequels, and Haim found out about it. And it was one of those awkward situations where he's like, "Hey man, I heard the news. So when do we start?" He's like, "Oh, well, about that, they don't want you." And I remember he's like crying, dude.
I think that was 2, wasn't it?
I think it
Because
was the second one.
Alan
I think it
Edgar
was.
Frog were in this one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's sci-fi movie.
Absolute sacrilege. Why would you make sequels to
Yeah.
a movie like that's iconic like that? By the way, speaking of weird unnecessary sequels, what's up with that Once Upon a Time in LA or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel?
That's so weird, man.
That's weird. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So David Fincher is directing a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel. I'm guessing it's centering around Brad Pitt's character and as like the main vehicle of it. And the script's written by Tarantino, but he's not directing it. I guess I am morbidly curious because it's still got Quentin writing and David Fincher's a top tier director. So it makes you curious. Like, but it's just so weird that he would hand off one of his babies to be sequelized.
Well, probably because didn't he say he was only going to come out with one more film or something?
Yeah, it's just so
this
weird.
Is the way around it.
That's probably his way around it, and he doesn't want to. But it's so weird. Like you would think that he would be pretty That's like somebody directing Pulp Fiction too.
Yeah,
it's like Uwe Boll.
But why does why does that need a sequel? I thought that was a fantastic film.
Well, he wrote a novel that continued the story.
Oh, okay.
My guess is it's based on that novel that Quentin Tarantino wrote.
Gotcha.
That fills in a lot. Anyway, whatever. It's just it's very interesting. 4K and Fincher we trust, except for that movie. Gosh, what was that Hitman movie he just did with Michael Fassbender? Killer. That movie sucked, dude.
That was in and out of theaters pretty quick, right?
It was straight to Netflix. It was a Netflix original.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, It was a streamer, but it wasn't good, dude. That bored the shit out of me, dude. I'm like, this ain't it. But anyway, all right. So I will take yours now because we had to flip flop.
Okay. Left me with the Lost Boys 3.
You put it on there.
Probably gonna get a good one here.
No, hey, 4K. I agree. Benjamin Button sucked too. Wannabe Forrest Gump, like Oscar bait chasing crap, dude. Wasn't good. Oh, TCM 3. Gosh, dude. It's been too long since I seen this, but I think I'm gonna call it. I'm just gonna put I Can Dig It. I don't remember liking it, but it's been too long. I don't think I could really give a fair assessment of how I felt about it when I saw it. But let's just put it right in the middle, just to keep it fair.
Yeah, it's bleak. You know, Ken Fourier's in it. It's just it didn't do anything for me. I think we did a commentary with Zach, I want to believe, on this one. But yeah, it's okay. It's nothing great.
I put a message in our group chats about Ken Fourier putting out a call to arms to make Monroeville Mall a landmark so it's protected.
Yes,
which would be awesome. You know?
I'd love it, man.
All right, so let's go ahead, chat. What do you guys got? Let's see. Round and round she goes. Creep Show 3.
Creep Show 3. Sucks to be you.
I've always been afraid to watch this. I'm not bothered. But how do you guys feel about Creep Show 3?
Well, this is. I could just say, I mean, this is butt gravy, dude. The same people that made
butt gravy.
What's that movie that we just did the commentary on that was so bad?
Isn't it the same guys that bought out Return of the Living Dead and they're making that shitty sequel? No, what is it? I'm thinking of
A Day of the Dead Contagium.
Yeah,
the same people.
It's those guys.
Wow. Yeah, it's so bad, dude.
Yeah, so butt gravy. Let's just never heard of it. You never heard of it, dude? This was like in every Walmart $5 bin when that came out. I remember that was like everywhere. But yeah, it's beyond bad.
What did they get again? Sorry,
butt gravy, bottom of the barrel, man.
4. What was the movie again? Sorry.
It was Creep Show 3.
Creep Show 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Todd's getting old.
I'm getting old, dude.
His brain's getting fried, dude. Jeez Louise. His brain's becoming Swiss cheese from leaping too much, dude. Good Lord.
Oh, I'm just a traveler.
What if you just leap right now? That's not how it works.
Then you get to talk to Scott, right?
Yeah, well, they couldn't see. We wouldn't know because you look the same because they never saw them leap.
Like you Scott, he's like, "Oh, Todd, you actually watch these shitty movies?" That's what Scott would say, dude. If you leaped into my body.
All right, let's go. Leaped into your body. That sounds very gay, but okay. That sounds suggestive. Who
Jaws
is it?
3.
Oh, it's me. Jaws 3. I've never seen Jaws 3.
You haven't seen Jaws 3?
Never seen Jaws 3.
This is the 4. Jaws in SeaWorld or whatever, I think.
3D. This is Jaws 3D. Never seen it.
I'll take this one again.
We just got the order wrong today because Todd's taking all mine.
This movie is so bad. The Jaws itself looks so bad. Leah Thomas is in it.
Which Leah Thomas was in Back to the Future.
Dennis Quaid. This movie's shitty, but my parents used to rent this all the time. There's something about it I enjoyed. I'm not gonna put it. I'll put it in awful waffle.
But you're not even a huge Jaws fan.
Not a huge Jaws fan.
So if you have even the slightest affinity for this movie, does this mean it's your favorite of the series?
No, the first one's still better, but I mean, I would say the first one would be I can dig it. I mean, it wouldn't be my flawless or top G like some people, but yeah, Jaws 3D. It's not great.
Maybe I gotta watch this, Blaine. Did they get totally batshit, huh? What about the fourth one with Michael Caine?
I don't remember the fourth one.
Hey, what's up, Marco? I'm late to the party, but I put top Psycho 3 and top G.
Yep.
I don't know. Normally, if you miss it, I think it's too late.
No.
Hold on. Normally, I would say you have to wait to the end so you can change it. But since Todd is dying, I know Todd is dying to bump this up. We're gonna give it to you, so that you're gonna average it to almost flawless.
Okay.
But no more retroactive movements. That's it. Just because Marco just joined.
All right, Marco.
Because Todd loves that movie. I'm the one that was fighting him on it.
Hey, 4K said it was top G too, didn't he?
I know, and that's whatever. No one cares, man. Psycho 3 sucks. Blaine, there's a funny death when Jaws swallows a guy whole and there's an angle from inside the shark's mouth. This sounds great, actually.
You got to see the special effects. It looks so bad, dude.
I haven't watched. I have Jaws 1 and 2 on 4K, and I haven't watched those yet.
Oh, okay.
Because those just got so cheap, because they're studio releases.
Mm-hmm.
You just catch them at the holidays over the last couple of years and knock them down like $8.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, all right. So I think it's my turn now because Todd took mine.
Yes.
We've only got one top G on here.
I mean, there's still a lot on the board, man.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We better start hustling. Terrifier 3. I haven't seen this one either.
I haven't seen this one.
Okay, I have to give this one to the chat.
Yeah, you'll get the next one.
Chat, somebody in here has seen Terrifier. I've only seen the first Terrifier. And I maybe an old school or like Mendoza can tell me, but didn't we do a commentary like way back in the day of the first Terrifier?
I think we did. I mean, the movies I can dig it, but I haven't seen this one, so I can't really put a grade on this one.
Yeah, Mutineer's not seen it. Okay, Mendoza loves it. So
Okay.
Is that a flawless or what is that? F that clown. What did you give it, man? Do you say is it like really great? Not a terrified guy at all. I'll blind judge it as trash. No, I think you'd get along with our buddy Pat. You're like the Pat of physical media.
You're the cynic. Yeah.
Our buddy Pat's like that with music. Yes, you guys did a commentary on Terrifier. Matt, what's up? Horror is a movie subject I suck at, but it doesn't matter though. I mean, like, if you've seen enough of these, you can chime in, right? Yeah. And maybe you're just not really into horror, maybe all these are going to be pure butt gravy for you, and that's totally fine. Or you still get a vote. We won't know if you haven't seen the movie. You could really just wreck shit. You could be that guy, the contrarian, when you find out like there's something we obviously all love. You can come in and sink the ship, dude. That's always fun. Okay. So 4 stars. I would say. That
Marco's giving Awful Waffle?
Ooh, Awful, especially compared to these others. Okay, so let's put it in. I can dig it then.
Yeah.
Killjoy wipes the floor with art. I haven't seen Killjoy either. Have you seen Killjoy?
That was like straight to DVD back in like the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be really confusing. I think technically I get 2 turns in a row now for it to straighten out.
Because you get one turn.
My turn's been moved twice.
Fine, you get 2.
Yeah. To get it back straight, I have to get 2. I can't get robbed of this. I want Amityville 3. Friday 13th Part 3. Okay. Todd doesn't like this one for some reason. I think 3D is okay.
This is one of my least favorites, but I don't hate it.
I'm gonna say I'm not the hugest Friday 13th fan. I think I've been vocal about that, but they're all consistently solid, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
None of them. I've always said that a franchise like Halloween has the worst batting average, right? Like I'd say Friday 13th has a way better consistent batting average than Halloween. But Halloween, nothing ever hits the highs of that first couple Halloween movies. For me, right. So, but I would say it's like I can dig it. High, high. I can dig it.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Absolutely.
Wow. Top G, baby, Mutineer. Hey guys, it's not your turn. You're gonna have to fuck it up later.
It's no part 2.
Aaron said something earlier. No movie should get a sequel. I basically agree. Would be cool to do a video on one and done horror. Yeah, it really would be.
Mm-hmm.
And they just usually. It always begs the question, like, oh, I don't think you should make a film unless you have something to say. So you beg that question of, do we have more story to tell? And the answer should always be no. But it's like really what they're saying is, do we have more money to make? And it's usually a studio that's like, hey, you got to make us another one because we want to, make those fat stacks. And then I think when whoever's commissioned to write or make the second one, be it the original filmmaker or not, now that the money is in their lap, they're like, okay, there's more story to tell because there's money there. But I don't think you should do it. They usually suck.
Real quick, though, one of the reasons the Friday 13th, the 3D was freaking awful.
I get you.
Bad.
Mutineer makes a good point. Friday did need sequels. Yeah, but Friday the 13th would have worked as a one and done, and we wouldn't have Jason. But I think if Friday 13th. I wonder if Friday 13th stopped at the original, we would have had all those Friday 13th copycats then, because I feel like there's there's like a Giallo-esque thing to Friday the 13th, right? With the first person and all that stuff and the mystery of who the killer is. But I feel like all the Friday the 13th knockoffs probably came in the wake of they kept pumping out those movies and it became like a phenom. And if they would have stopped, I don't know if people would have been chasing that necessarily. I don't know. But anyway, yep, more story, more money. Yeah, so I get 2. Killjoy 3 is actually the best, second best one. They added in comedy and it worked. I gotta watch these. Oh God, I haven't seen Blade 3 either. God dang it. Okay. Todd gets it.
I don't get Blade 3.
Okay, no. Chat. Why'd you put Blade 3? Is this horror? This isn't horror, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a comic book. It's an action vampire movie. There's nothing scary about
this. Vampire movie. I mean,
nothing scary about the
people
Twilight.
People consider Blade horror, don't they?
Put Twilight in here then. It's vampires, Todd. No, okay. Well, we're just gonna do this.
4K.
4K thinks everything's garbage.
Bug gravy or waffle?
I think it's bug gravy. People hate this movie. I've seen the first 2 obviously, but it's just one of these things where the reviews have always just been so toast on this third movie. I've just never even bothered. I've always felt that I've always read that it was very disjointed, very distant from the first 2. You could hardly even tell it's in the same series. Matt says Blade 1 and 2 would have been more horror, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, but even then, yeah, there's a cool gothic vibe to the first couple for sure. I like the first 2 Blade movies. I think they're a lot of fun. But yeah, that third one, anything with Ryan Reynolds, dude, puts me off. Just, All right, so
it's mine.
It's mine again.
Oh, God.
Like okay, Insidious 3. I haven't seen it. God dang it.
You haven't seen Insidious 3?
Oh, I have seen Insidious 3. I thought this was Hostel 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have seen Insidious 3. I'm finally saved. I don't remember anything about it.
I know, it's forgettable.
I think they had the 4th one, which was like The Door or something. That one I didn't see, but I've seen the first 3. And because I can't remember anything about it, I remember the first one. I remember the first one's the only one I really, really remember. Let's go ahead. I remember it being kind of middle of the road.
Yeah.
It's kind of whatever.
Same
put
with
it
me.
Put it at the very bottom of I Can Dig It, which is mid, right?
Yeah. That's what I go ahead.
Feast 3 is a fun one. Why isn't that one on here, Todd? Blocked.
Feast 3. Oh God, is what's his name in there again? From
Henry Rollins.
Henry Rollins.
I don't know. All right. Insidious franchise sucks. Yeah, man. I'm just so over the James Wan stuff, dude. I mean, he was kind of the guy for a minute, but then he had to go and do Aquaman. Tremors 3, Todd.
For what I can remember, this movie is not good. I think the main character, I think it is that guy.
Michael Gross.
Gross, yeah.
He's the only guy that was like in all of them.
Yeah. He was just working for a paycheck.
Which is so weird, dude, because the guy went from being on Family Ties, and you'd think he would have, and he got Tremors, and he just made a career out of Tremors.
Yeah.
And he was like in gosh, it's not Birdemic, but one of these studios, like if you guys watch Red Letter Media, Michael Gross was in one of those really, really, really bad, like Birdemic type movies.
Oh.
I'm like, my God, this guy couldn't get any other work after being on a hit sitcom like Family Ties, even if it was a game show host or guest starring roles. Because that's what I feel like all those sitcom guys go to die. They just always get like guest star roles. Like, oh, it's that guy from that sitcom I used to know. Walk on another sitcom. I don't know, man. But maybe he had some trouble. Maybe he was like the dad from Alf. The dad from Alf who went on to, remember he was on the Norm show, Mr. He like died because he seems like a certain type, glasses. He's like a Myrtle the Turtle type, a pencil pusher, but he was like snorting coke off gay hookers' dicks, and he died of an overdose, like with men prostitutes. It was like weird. Like this guy was wild.
Wow.
Wild. And hey, fun fact, I live in the Phoenix area, and the son from Alf was found dead in a parking lot of like a CVS or something. I don't know.
Really?
Like fucking
recently?
10 minutes, like last year.
Oh wow.
Like I don't know if it was a CVS or something like a CVS, but it was like in Peoria, Arizona, like 10 miles from me, dude. Just like, oh,
Wow.
can you imagine finding that corpse, dude? Like, God, calling the cops, like, guys, cops, you gotta get here quick. The fucking kid from Alpha's dead here with a needle in his arm. And how do you know he's the kid from Alpha? He's like 60 now. I just know, man. He's bloated because he was like old, but
You wanted to go back to Mermac.
anyway. Melmac. I thought it was Melmac.
Melmac. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is Mermac? Is that where mermen live, dude? All right. Todd's old, dude. His brain's fried scrambled eggs today.
Hey, I'm not even drinking. The only thing I'm drinking is
2,
0.
make it 3. I'm not driving. I can't even look at Gatorade, dude, because I got my second colonoscopy a week or 2 ago.
Oh yeah,
I had to chug all that that diarrhea juice, dude, that colonoscopy punch, and I mixed it with a Powerade, dude, and just blue Powerade. I can't drink anything.
I love blue Powerade, man.
No, I don't anymore. I used to. And whenever you get a colonoscopy, whatever your favorite flavor is, don't ruin it with that.
What age do I need to get a colonoscopy? 45?
I think I think statistically it's always been 55. It might be 50, but I'm thinking 55. But guys, get your butts checked, because in the insurance companies are going to give you pushback, because if you're not like 50 or 55, whatever year they've delegated as the year, they're going to push you back on not covering it. But yet younger and younger people have been getting colon cancer. Younger and younger. It's statistically, it's out there. And this is old hat. My dad died of colon cancer, and when he died at 44, and when they found it, he was like, he had advanced cancer right all over his body. So they say it's a very slow growing cancer. Yeah. So if he died at 44 and there's nothing they could do for him, he might have had it 10 years.
Yeah. The same with prostate cancers or slow moving cancer too.
Young people. So like, honestly, I probably need to start getting my prostate. Why not? If I can get my insurance to cover it, just fucking do it. It's like someone's gonna have to stick their finger in there eventually, whatever. Just do it.
It can either be the wife or it can be a doctor.
Guys, I forgot for the members. I forgot to post it. I'm going to post it. I did take, like last time I took a video. I just got to clip them together of me coming off the funny juice, dude. It's funny, dude. Where I'm in the car. And I'm like, because it makes you goofy, dude. But I don't like the anesthesia. It makes me sick for a couple of days.
Hate anesthesia, man.
It just makes me sick for a couple of days, and like your appetite's gone. That's what I get, that effect of it, and I can't eat anything. Anyway, positivity here. Where are y'all fans of Toxic Avenger? Yeah, man, I love.
Yeah, I love Toxie.
I actually like the first few.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fourth one's the only one I can't really remember, but I love this first one. I mean, that's the first time I ever saw a little kid on a bike's head get crushed, like a melon, dude, like a pumpkin, dude. It's crazy.
They're fun movies, man. I love them.
And the second and third one are a lot of fun, dude. That's kind of where the buck stops with trauma for me. I'm not like really a big trauma guy, but obviously, as a kid of the 90s, and I was born in the 80s, they were trying to franchise everything, right? And Turtles was all the rage. So literally they must have gotten desperate, because they're like, God, what's out there that's like Turtles, so we could start wringing these kids dry and pumping out toys. Toxic Avenger? All right. And they got that, and they made the Saturday morning cartoon Toxic Crusaders.
Yep.
Right? Where it was Toxie and all his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, what? And kids were not watching the Toxic Avenger, and if they had, they'd be like, oh my God. Like I said, the head gets crushed of a little kid. They're like, what? It's nuts. I heard on the news Joey Brains has colon cancer now. This is serious now. It's just how old is Joey Brains? I don't know who Joey Brains is. Jig is up. But it's a serious thing, dude. I mean, it's really not that bad of a procedure.
That's the dude from Three Doors Down, the lead singer.
No, that's Brad, not Nelson. Brad Nelson? I think his name's Brad Nelson. But that guy's I think he might have prostate cancer.
Oh, prostate cancer. Okay.
Which, if that's the case, he's
young, dude. He's like 50. He
might be 50, but like, you're not all going to be Biden, dude, 90 and getting your fucking prostate cancer.
Yeah.
But Alex Trebek took my Trebek, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all right, guys. Hey, Sean, what's up, brother? Love Toxic.
Sean.
I loved it too, man. And my mom bought us the toys. I used to have like those it was like a sticker collage. It'd be like a scene from the show. It had these like not stickers, but like stickers you could remove, almost like magnets, and you could create your own diorama. But I went back and to watch it because I think it was on like not Tubi or one of those like kind of free streamers a handful of years ago, and I tried. I was like, holy shit, man! I haven't seen this in years because it wasn't on syndication, unlike a lot of the other cartoons. And I went back to watch it as an adult, and it didn't hold up. It didn't hold up, and it had a lot of the same voice actors from like TMNT because it was.
Did it have any adult humor to it, or
No? It was literally the same studio that did TMNT,
okay.
the same studio that did TMNT, the cartoon. But anyway, Color Forms, is that what they were called? I don't know. Still have Bonehead on my bookshelf. That's awesome, dude. I'd like to see a picture of that. That's wild. Did you see that they're coming out with a Toxic Avenger video game?
No, I didn't.
The same people that did the Shredder's Revenge, that new.
Oh, really?
Turtles
Okay.
beat 'em up.
That'd be
Yeah. They've and it's in the same vein as Shredder's Revenge as Toxic Crusaders
cool. Okay.
from the cartoons. Wild. But okay, my mom, they're called Color Forms apparently. They don't really make those anymore, huh? Who got Amityville 3? Who got lucky and got this?
Chat.
Wait,
I just went. I
all right,
number
guy.
3.
Matt, did we put Pumpkinhead on here? Pumpkinhead 3?
No.
Guy, you don't want Pumpkinhead 3 on here, dude. Those Pumpkinhead
The
sequels are bad.
even the first Pumpkinhead stinks.
All right, so let's go. Amityville 3, guys. Where do you guys fit with this? Is Amityville 3? Amityville 3 is Amityville, like a Walt Disney production.
Yeah.
This movie pisses me off to no end because the first 2 Amityvilles are such gems, and you watch this one legit is PG. This one is not R, and they didn't have. I don't think this is before we had PG-13. I do believe, and it just went from PG to PG, PG to R, because PG-13 didn't come out to like the late 80s. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, you watch this movie, there is no violence. It's got Lori Loughlin from Full House.
Yeah.
It's got that weird thing going on in the cellar. It just I seem to remember like Black Cauldron, like animation stuff coming out of the cellar. It's just bad, dude.
Was this even paranormal that much? I don't even remember that.
Technically, but it's just really bad. Yeah, Blaine says it's awful. Matt says PG-13 or less should not count as horror. I don't know, man. I mean, remember when PG-13 was all the rage with the Ring, when the Ring remake came out, and they made that started a whole domino effect of the studios going, okay, hold up, we got to start making horror movies for these middle schoolers because that's the money. Because since the dawn of time, it's always, dude, we weren't old enough to see Chucky in the theater, but it was all kids who were watching Chucky. Kids love Freddy Krueger, but we couldn't see it in the theater. So they really hit pay dirt with that Ring movie. And then, and I thought the first Ring remake was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
And you do kind of forget it's PG-13 because pretty much all it is, oh, you mean there's no swearing and there's no nudity. And you can still have like, I don't think anybody ever gave R for terror, like for actual like suspense. That's not what the R rating was ever for, right?
Yeah.
So I think you can do it, but
a lot more difficult, I would say.
But it's a lot of fun, right? Having the R rating. Anyway, it takes a lot of effort to make a solid PG-13 horror like Drag Me to Hell. Dude, that's another one.
Conjuring movies were rated PG-13, weren't they?
No, there are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are. Drag Me to Hell. That's a great example, though, which blew me away because you kind of forget Drag Me to Hell's PG-13 because it does feel like Raimi. It feels like it's in the Evil Dead universe. It feels like the true successor, spiritual sequel to Army of Darkness or Evil Dead 2 or whatever. It does. And it's sad that he never did anything. It was kind of weird that he stepped outside of Spider-Man and the big Hollywood game at the time to do Drag Me to Hell. It's sad that he's not gone back again to do it. And I've heard fan theories that they're in the same universe. She even says like, I'm going to get, she even talks like Ash a little bit, right? Little nods.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just doesn't have language. It doesn't have language. It doesn't have a lot of over the top violence. But I actually really, really dig that movie. But anyway, Conjuring, TCM, and a few others got R for terror. Really? Okay. I guess Conjuring. Yeah. I don't remember Conjuring have a lot of it's possible it had a lot of loose F-bombs. I don't remember, like just a lot of filler talk, but I don't remember it, and it doesn't really have violence. I didn't really know you could get. I never thought about that. All right, point taken. Matt says the Highlander that had Mario Van Peebles in it had cussing throughout and some nudity. I got to tell you, I stopped after the Highlander 2, The Quickening. Which one had Mario Van Peebles? Is that the second one? Go ahead and spin the
I
wheel.
thought you were going to say Mario Lopez.
There can only be one. Slater. It's him against Preppy, dude. The Preppy's the Highlander.
This is
Who got
you.
this? Hallelujah. Hey, by the way, guys, you guys see that I'm wearing my Let's Get High shirt, dude?
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Where'd you get that? Fright Rags or?
It's my Dare shirt. Dare to resist drugs and violence. No, it's I got this
Gutter
at the
Garbs.
No, I got this at the convention that I got your George Romero autograph at.
Oh, my waterlogged autograph. That
I perused some of the vendors. I'm like, oh, but and it was like oversized because you never know with like the Raglans, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna get really big, and I'm like swimming in this thing, dude. But anyway, go ahead. All right, so Hellraiser 3. Sorry, it's me.
3, yeah.
All right, so you guys, Blaine says Top G, Awful Waffle. It's too bad it's not your vote. So this one, I've always been a bit of an apologist. I grew up with Hellraiser 3. I've got a bit of a fondness for it because I used to watch it so young. And I've talked about this movie till I've been blue in the face. This is the point where they decided to make Pinhead into Freddy, right? Oh, we got to put more because you know Pinhead is a secondary character in the first movie and even in the second movie, but he's very important to the lore and to everything that's being brought together with the films. And this movie, they're like, no, fuck that. We got to make him a mascot. Let's say Pinhead escapes from hell, even though he always talks about how much he loves hell and the sweet suffering. He escapes from hell and he's Freddy. He's gonna have one-liners, and he's in half the scenes in the damn movie. As an adult, I can acknowledge that it's got some problems at the end. I really, really hate the flashbacks with Spencer. I really, really hate whenever they explore the backstories of these Cenobites. I think it's terrible, but there's more good than bad. I'm a sucker for Hellraiser being stupid and him having the one-liners. But the acting is really bad, but it doesn't bother me. The weird ADR overdubbing of the cameraman, like ready for your close-up, Joey.
Yeah.
It's really odd. But I love the club owner, dude. I love the pillar of souls or whatever.
Awesome, dude.
It's just, I give this movie, I'm gonna give it an almost flawless victory, but at the bottom, put it at the bottom.
No, that sounds
it's not middle of the road, but it's not like amazing, right? But
yeah,
I do like this movie. And you got the CD, like the DJ at the club, dude. So the club, one of my favorite bands, Armored Saints, playing at the club, dude. They're playing this song called Hanging Judge off their album Symbol of Salvation, featuring, John Bush was the singer. After that album, he went on to be the singer of Anthrax, replaced Joey Belladonna. So I love that connection. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. It came out at the turn of the 90s. And I love movies that have that turn of the 90s stink.
Yep.
Whenever a movie's got like late 90s, turn of the millennium stink, it's a turn off. But turn of the 90s, oh, dude, I can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of the fashion, the music.
Just like Return of the Living Dead 3. I mean, it's pretty much, there's the same stink to it.
Let's see here. I'll see you this. Hellraiser 3 was better than everything that came after it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to fight you on that, but I will go to the floor scrapping with everybody and say that it's better than 2.
No, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Okay, look, maybe this is an argument of preference versus actually better. I prefer 3 to 2. If 2 had nothing to do with the first one, I would look at it different. I would look at it as like, hey, this
how many
really
times have we heard this? We know you hate 2.
I hate what it did to my favorite movie, the first one. That's what I hate. All right, so we're not going to go on that, harp on that. Hey, what's up, Wild Wrangler, dude? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man.
I feel like Killer Clowns from Outer Space should have been on here, but never just got the multi-movie put. Yeah, wasn't sorry to go off on a tangent. The Chiodos haven't they had like a trilogy in developmental hell for years? I remember like 10 years ago, the Chiodos were talking about when there was starting to be renewed interest, right, in this movie, like we've talked about. They were talking about they developed a 2 and 3. Isn't that weird to like go all these years and all of a sudden you're pumping out 2 and 3? And I maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if it was like a Sci-Fi Channel deal, if they're going to be straight to TV or what. But anyway, that fell apart, man. But yeah, they I just would have wanted to see him a little bit closer to when the first one came out. But
Yeah, because I think we were talking about that not too long ago, right?
yeah, it's great. I think it's a shame that that's a great one 4K for like your one and done concept, one and done horror, because that's kind of a movie like why wasn't this a franchise? And they're treating it like a franchise where they're just milking that IP and there's like one damn movie. Swore you were going to say bury it under the butt gravy. No, no. All right, Night of the Demons 3. This is Todd.
I watched this recently. I think I picked up the Scream Factory Blu-ray when that came out a few years ago. Because they had the first two. I really like the first two. This one, not so much, man. This movie isn't very good. It's not.
Still haven't watched it because I know it sucks. I have it. I bought them on the Screen Factories too. I love the first two, and I like you said, I know you don't like it, so I've always just pushed it off.
It's really not the worst movie. Can I say I dig it? I would know. I'm gonna put it as a high awful waffle.
Okay. Mutineer said it was top G. Maybe there's something we're missing. Maybe I do need to watch it. Blaine digs it. Wow.
Oh man.
I'll have to give it a whirl.
It's not great, man. Guys, it's so low budget, man.
I have a few gaps in my collection that I haven't watched yet. And when this baby comes in a couple of months, I'm gonna have 3 months to catch up on all this. So, when you're working a full-time job and then some, and you got all this stuff going on, like, oh, you guys know you're all adults. Your time is precious. So there's been many times where I've been going over the library, like, I could watch Night of Demons 3. And I'm like, what if it's as bad as Todd says? And I will have wasted my precious like hour and a half I have to, and I put it back. But when this guy has 3 months off, you better believe I'm going to dive into a pool of shit.
I mean, there's some funny parts in it. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a good movie.
Is it like Wishmaster Goes to College? We should do a Goes to College tier list. Like all those movies that go to college, dude.
Well, I already want to do Ghoulies Go to College. I mean,
all right. Is that on here, by the way? 3? Yeah, Ghoulies 3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's continue it then, guys. So it's the chat. What are you guys going to get? Critters 3. Where's Mac when you need him? 3. Yeah. 4K is asking if Exodus 3 is on here. Did you put
Exodus 3? It is.
Oh, thank God. Wild Wrangler, Leprechaun 3 favorite. Hey, Wild, we just did the Leprechaun 3 commentary. We did a watch-along commentary of that a few weeks ago. It was awesome. Turned out great.
Really good. Yeah.
I think it's probably the best Leprechaun as well.
No, In the Hood's still the best.
It's close. It's very close. But okay, so they actually got Leprechaun 3. So Wild Wrangler, are you putting it in top G or Flawless Victory? Let's see. Ishmael. Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, Ishmael.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a couple. Red shirts, but no red caps, eh? I guess you're right. We're both wearing red. A couple of twinks up in here.
That's right.
I gotta have like a contrasting color. Hey, speaking of red hats, you know where we don't have red hats? In our new revamped store. There's no red hats in there. But there are black hats. We have some
and a gray one.
Oh yeah, we have some really cool swag, man. So all that stuff is integrated in our YouTube channel that you're looking at right now. So check it out sometime, right? All right, back to the plug over.
Got some top G's. Wow.
It's good, guy. It's good, dude. At least it's
top G, look, really, but I mean,
at least
it's chat.
Mutineer says it's fun, unlike Hellraiser 3. Well, Matt, we'll get to Critters. Maybe you guys will get Critters when that comes up because it might need all the help it can get. Whoa. My mom says it's top G. Wow.
Mutineer says top G. Wow.
Top G. Wow. Flawless? Dude, this is undeniable. It's undeniable. Go ahead, top G. You can't fight it. You can't fight this feeling any longer.
Gosh, you're loving this. It's
getting me hard.
Hard over there.
I got a gold brick in my pants.
Getting all horned up.
I got a fucking gold bullion down there. It's Fort Knox down there.
Oof.
But Fort Knox is empty. We all know that, right? No, just kidding. Hi guys, there's a Fred Durst reference. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? That wouldn't have flown over my head 20 years ago. You could not even, he ruined red hats for everybody. If you so much as had any kind of red ball cap, like, oh, you're a Limp Bizkit fan.
Did we already have the Conjuring 3, right?
No, we had Insidious 3, which is the other James Wan
well, you
franchise.
got Conjuring 3.
I got Conjuring 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one? I've seen them all. So Conjuring 1, 2. Is this the one that was like on like a HBO Max came out during the lockdown stuff? I think it was.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, this movie wasn't very good.
Forgettable.
This one felt PG-13. The first two were fun. I mean, the first one's the best. Second one's not as good, but it's fine. This one I remember being very mid. So go ahead and put it at the bottom. Right. You could stick it behind Insidious 3. I don't care.
That's exactly what I would have put it too. So
let's see. I can't wear too much red or kids will think I'm a Kool-Aid guy. Todd's wearing a lot of red right now, dude. That's Fat Albert, dude. Well, he wore a red shirt too, though. So, points, you could still keep your points. No points deducted on that. But it's funny, you're confusing your fat, iconic animated characters. Kool-Aid Man was, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Todd is fried today, dude.
I am, dude.
This is your brain on drugs.
I'm getting no sleep, man. No sleep.
I got no sleep this week. I got none. I'm struggling.
Wait a few months, you're gonna get zero sleep.
All week long. I've been going straight to bed. Like I'm not like hanging out. I'm not doing this stuff. And I'm laying in bed and I can't shut my brain off.
Really?
I think I fell asleep at 4:30 in the morning last night.
I could fall asleep anywhere. I usually have to sleep with a couple kids because they're running in my room wanting to sleep with me.
When you're not shitting yourself on a plane, are you falling asleep on a plane?
I could fall asleep anywhere, man.
I can't fall asleep. Can you fall asleep on a bus?
Yes, probably. Yeah.
A Greyhound in the back by the shitter. Where it's like,
dude, those Greyhound, the benches, like the curved in like plastic bench, those are terrible on your back, man.
So
in your butt.
Obviously, if you're on a long flight or a long bus ride or something like that, it's humanly impossible. You're going to like knock out a little bit. You can't just stay up for like. But I will like do this thing where I'll maybe like do this and I'll like fall asleep for 2 seconds and wake up and it's just really annoying. It's like that torture because don't they do that like Middle East torture where they like maybe they do it to terrorists where they keep them awake, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what it feels like, right? And then when you smell everybody's pit stop Taco Bell shits in the toilet on those Greyhound bus, dude, that keeps you awake. And you're like, you especially, dude, me. Can you imagine me in the back of the bus, like with my mouth gaping open, and then the shit wafts and it gets on my taste buds, dude. I like swallow it.
And do you know these people by name by the end of the bus trip? Oh, Sabrina, Jesus.
Your name will be Sabrina. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Where are we at now? Conjuring 3. We did.
Conjuring, it's me.
It's Todd. Okay. Well, go ahead and roll. My grandmother and aunt went from Texas to New York on a Greyhound bus. I feel bad for them too. I've rode a few Greyhounds in my day, dude.
They used to come up on Greyhounds all the time to see me.
I can't imagine Texas to New York. That's a long trip on a Greyhound, dude. That's a lot of overnight bus stations too. Those are the worst, dude. You want a small town bus station, dude. You're praying for it. You're not praying for East St. Louis, dude.
Oh, no.
Fucking downtown Chicago, dude.
I'm gonna pass this one off. I haven't seen this one.
Oh, Children of Corn 3?
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah. Right. We used to rent this all the time in Kentucky, dude, at that store. All those Conjuring, Insidious, Malicious, Malignant, I think you mean, and Meanie Ghost Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can go right to butt gravy.
I'm with you, man.
All right, so this is one of those movies we used to rent at the mom and pop shop all the time. I used to dig it as a kid. I don't think it's a movie that I would love today. It in hindsight, compared to the first one, it's very much like, I don't know if it was straight to video or not. I would say it's mid. I can dig it, but I would put it, for nostalgia's sake, you got to put it ahead of Insidious. Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah, it's okay. They made way too many of those movies, man.
Oh God, they're still making them, I think.
Why? That's a movie that should have been one and done for sure. It didn't even, it's not even like it did a shit ton of money. Like why did they milk that? Why was that the hill to die on?
I'll give it to the chat because I haven't even seen Rec 3.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rec 3 either. I've seen the first one.
Some people that love these movies.
Yeah, so anybody, any love for Rec 3? Any hate for Rec 3? I don't even know how you were able to pick that cover out of the lineup, dude. Why does it look like a fucking rip off Night of the Living Dead movie. Looks like a Contagium.
I don't know.
Any,
I never even bought that Wreck box set. I mean, I like the first one, but yeah, I just
any love for Wreck? Anybody seen Wreck 3? Wreck 2 to 3 are lame. We're gonna take that. Go ahead and put it at the bottom. We know you want butt gravy, dude.
all right.
Okay.
I'll give
Go
you
ahead.
some.
Oh, so is this you then? This is you.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's me. It's my birthday. Omen 3. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. From
Starring
what I remember, this movie was long and boring and forgettable. And I would probably I'd throw it in an awful waffle.
yeah, I don't remember anything about it either. I have that box set from Shout, and I watched all of them, and yeah, it wasn't even that long ago when I watched all of them back to back, and
Yeah.
I think I remember the ending of 3 being kind of weird and whack.
I've never been an Omen guy though.
No, and even the first one's fun. It's solid, but
It's all right.
It's very clear and obvious that Richard Donner came from TV. Because his experience was TV movies, and this was his first theatrical, and this thing feels like a TV movie. But it's fine, it's solid. It's no Exorcist, but all right. So
give this to you.
Yep. Give me Day of the Dead so I can piss Todd off. Halloween 3. This one's a no-brainer, dude. I mean,
yeah, it's no-brainer.
This one's top G. It's too much fun. It just nothing really rings in the season as much as this movie. It feels so Halloween-y. I love it. I would argue this movie feels more like the season than the first 2, even. Obviously centered around masks and whatnot, and that stupid jingle. And Tom Atkins is a stud, dude. He's got that push broom mustache, and he's fucking this underage robot. It's got everything a kid would love.
Everything about the movie's fun.
Weird demonic Celtic people.
The masks are cool too. You got those behind you, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You can see the skull back there. You see all of them. There's a Michael too, but it's fantastic, and it gets extra points for just being ballsy on being like this just redheaded stepchild that everybody picked on and punched down on for decades, and now they all want to like it. They all want it. They all want him to come to their birthday party. Yeah, my mom has no taste.
Butt gravy.
Butt gravy. God dang. Okay. My mom's the worst Halloween. It's really not. Mom, can I ask you honestly, how many of the Halloween movies have you seen? Can you honestly? I mean, there's a lot of Halloween movies, and there's a lot of bad ones. Yeah, Wild Rango loves it. He knows he's what's up. He's a real one. Saw 3 for the chat. Is this the one that introduced Donnie Wahlberg? I can't remember.
Donnie Wahlberg was.
I've definitely seen 3. I just don't. They become a little blurry, like 3 and 4, But what do you guys think of Saw 3? Halloween was actually the
Donnie
first
Wahlberg
Halloween I ever saw,
one.
so I never cared if.
Oh no, he's in this one. Sorry, he's in this one. Donnie Wahlberg.
Okay, this is the one they introduced Donnie Wahlberg. Then, okay, you seen Resurrection, and you still think 3 is the worst, Mom? All right. Anyway, chat. This is all you guys. I mean, where do you guys think? I've never been a big Saw guy. I think the first one's the best.
First one's great.
Donnie was in part 2 and on. Donnie was in part 2. Wow, I just don't remember that. Then
I thought it was just Shawnee Smith.
I know I had Beverly Mitchell from Seventh Heaven in part 2. Isn't she the bitch that got thrown in the vat of syringes, dude? That was like, that was hard to watch.
The happy faces.
Okay, so Blaine, awful. Saw 3, awful. I guess we're going for awful, man. Throw it.
All right.
Awful waffle. All right. Donnie is in part 2 and 3. Okay, I just missed him in 2 then, I guess. Ever see Donnie and Dreamcatcher? I have seen
no,
Dreamcatcher.
I haven't seen
Dreamcatcher, God, you just want that movie to be better than it is. It's got a cool cast too. I just never really enjoyed it the way I wished I did. Who got Ghoulies 3?
You did.
Okay.
Yep.
Ghoulies Go to College.
Fun
it is
movie.
The best of the series. I'm not a Ghoulies guy. I don't think it's amazing. I think it is the best of the series. I'm going to give it I can dig it. This is one of those rare examples where the original is dog shit, dude. It's
They're
really
not great. I mean, I wouldn't consider them dog shit, but
the first Ghoulies
yeah.
where there's like no Ghoulies in it, dude.
But it's still not
It's
dog
all about that
shit.
one magician guy, and he brings his Ghoulies out a little bit. There's like just it's bait and switch, dude. You used to watch that cover all the time, and they're coming out of toilets and
Yeah,
stuff.
it is
And
bait and switch.
it's just like, oh wow, this is like some Gremlins knockoff. Sign me up. And you watch it, and like, where are the fucking Ghoulies? Anyway, that's
three
it.
is the one I watched the most, so I'll have to go back and watch the first one again. It's been a while.
It's bad. I challenge you to watch it. You will fall asleep. You can fall asleep with anything. You said you can fall asleep anywhere. You will fall asleep fast, right?
I have watched 2 movies in the past 2 nights though, so that's a step up for me.
You watch what?
I've seen 2 movies in the past 2 nights, so I've been
nice.
awake. So it's been
Wild Rango likes Ghoulies too. Yeah, the first one's the worst. I think the Ghoulies series needs Rob Zombie to resurrect it. Nobody needs Rob Zombie to resurrect anything. You shut your damn mouth.
I think that would be interesting if he resurrected that. I mean, he already killed the monsters, so
he's done, dude. Rob Zombie is just he's spent. You know, he had one all right idea that was extremely redundant of something else, obviously, and he capitalized on it the best he could, and just he's just nothing else in the tank with him, which is a shame because I do respect Rob Zombie as a guy. He seems interesting, but I just don't think he's got the touch, man. We got some work to do. All right, let's hit it. Who's it now? Is it you? The Tong Po dude, or is that? No, it's no, it's not Tong Po. That's Chong Li, dude.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Adam Sandler. You.
Oh, you know what? It's not even Chong Li. It's the bootleg Chong Li from Lionheart. Ooh, the big buff Gene Simmons dude at the end that Van Damme has to fight.
Oh yeah.
All right, whatever. I'm going off the way deep end there.
Exorcist
all right, so
3, Top G.
It's Top G.
Yeah.
This is probably the best movie on this list.
Best so far.
Yeah. What we got, and Halloween 3 is incredible, but Exorcist 3, dude, talk about
it's creepier and shit, man.
Talk about a movie. Talk about a comeback. Remember what I was saying where a movie's great and then the sequel dips and they bring it back for redemption? Exorcist. And I'm not going to say it's better than the original Exorcist, but they're different.
Yeah.
They're different and they can both like shine. And it's just so Brad Dourif is awesome in it, dude. And I love George C. Scott. I mean,
George C.
obviously
Scott's great.
George C. Scott, I don't know. I like to think he was doing horror movies like this and The Changeling before it became sort of a diss, because a little bit later on, if your career was in the shitter, like Christopher Plummer doing Dracula 2000 or whatever, or Peter O'Toole doing Phantoms, from like Dimension, then it was kind of seen as like, oh, you're on your way out. But when George C. Scott, I mean, obviously George C. Scott, Patton, and the Atomic Bomb. I'm not going to say the whole damn title. Fucking Kubrick. He's like a legendary real theater actor. And when he was doing movies like The Changeling and Exorcist 3, these movies were like all the rage, dude.
Yeah,
they were making bank, and obviously Amityville Horror was making bank, and it was making bank off the back of Exorcist, and it just was like begatting different shit. But anyway.
Do you like the Exorcist 3 better than the Changeling? Well, they're both phenomenal films.
I will say that no, they're both different. I think Changeling's a slower burn. Exorcist 3 is a slow burn. I mean, Exorcist is slow, but there's more gotcha moments in Exorcist 3, right? The iconic hospital, the chick with the big scissors, and there's more of that, more creepy. Whereas like Changeling's more of a vibe. I don't
know. I think it has a creepy factor too. I mean,
which one?
Both of them, man.
Yeah, the Changeling is just, it's a constant eeriness to it that doesn't really let up. I don't know. I'm gonna say because the Changeling's original and it's not a sequel, point goes to the Changeling just because it's not a sequel.
What about Amityville Horror?
What do we talk compared to what?
Those 3.
Oh, between those 3?
Rank them.
Okay. Gosh, dude, that's tough.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to say Amityville Horror's tops just because it's the one I grew up with. I saw Amityville when I was a little kid, so it's always been a mainstay. But it would be interesting to see if the playing field was leveled, and I saw them all as an adult, because I might say The Changeling, because I think the story of The Changeling is fantastic. It really takes investment from you. Like, you really have to sit it through and really like have patience with it. If it's not for a TikTok generation at all.
No. Yeah.
And I think the story pays off really well. And because they set the mood so well and it's paced the way it is and it demands such attention, it's for those reasons that the stuff at the end really pays off the way it does. Like on paper, whatever, you have the little wheelchair come out and the ball come down the stairs.
Yeah.
That if you had that in like any movie, it's like, what the fuck is this? But the fact that it's where it is in a movie like The Changeling and the way they present it, it's pretty bone chilling.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all about the presentation. So I'm just gonna say, just because I want to get out of this conversation, Amityville, I'm not, whatever. Then The Changeling, then it's very close. It's very close. George Lutz, dude. If fucking if James Brolin wasn't so fucking great as George Lutz, dude, because he's great too. I love George C. Scott. But George C. Scott doesn't really, I'm not saying he doesn't have any range, but he doesn't play his roles in either movie with range, because he's super stoic in The Changeling. The guy loses his wife and kid. And he's not scared, dude. He's in this haunted house and he's just like business as usual. George Lutz, you get to see him go fucking crazy, dude. You know, it's tearing me apart. So
I was awake, damn it.
Yeah. Who is Scary Movie 3? Is this you, Todd?
No, this is chat.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just got,
you got
Exorcist 3.
Saw Poltergeist original when I was 3. Poltergeist the original will screw you up, man. That's a movie that's PG-13.
Yeah.
That's a movie that's scary, and that's not R.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy, especially for a kid. Yeah, Exorcist 3, the meme, one of Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite films. Yeah. Yeah, it probably helped boost its streams, dude, when that Dahmer shows up. Where do you guys put the Charlie Sheen joint Scary Movie 3?
This one sucks.
And Leslie Nielsen. I just remember the gag from the commercial where they were spoofing the others, dude. Like, but care of that, I am your daughter. No, you're not. And he rips it off, and it's Michael Jackson, and he's wearing the famous like red like collared shirt.
Oh yeah.
From that big ABC Channel 4 interview he did, right?
Oh,
with
that one. Okay,
Martin Bashir or whatever. He's like, ah! And I remember like they were also spoofing Signs, dude. And I remember at the end where he's like, what?
Were they doing War of the Worlds as well, or was that the next one?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember when the Signs aliens and that were like, this is how we pee, and the pee comes out of their finger. It was like it was in Charlie Sheen's mouth.
So stupid, dude.
It's really stupid, dude. Wow. Wait, hold on. Mom, you dig Scary Movie 3? What? It's because it's got Charlie in it. Blaine says butt gravy. Marco Polo says I can dig it just for the Eminem and the KKK hood joke. They put Eminem and KK. Is Eminem really in that? Or
I don't know. I saw when it first came out and I thought it was shit. So maybe it's funny now. I don't know.
Was Eminem really in it, or was a guy spoofing, lampooning Eminem? I don't remember, dude. But that's a movie that was PG-13. This is what you can't do. You can't go from R and then down to PG-13. I think you can establish some, funny movies, scary movies at PG-13, sure. But dude, Scary Movie 1 and 2 are hilarious. And part of that is the raunchiness of them.
Oh yeah.
Like they're so raunchy, dude. And then now you're just regulated to like the fucking dad jokes.
Yeah, that's why the first two are phenomenal or funny.
Oh, it's the Eminem stand-in, the Rex guy. I don't know. War of the Worlds, I guess, was in Scary Movie 4. What do you guys think about the Wayans getting the rights back and they're doing the new Scary Movie?
I'm excited. I want to check it out.
Yeah, there's no way it's not going to be R-rated. I don't know if they're what are they going to spoof, like elevated horror? They're going to do like
TikTok YouTubers. I don't know,
but I'm here for it. Simon Rex. Okay, so where do you guys put it? Sorry, did we ever get an answer on this?
No.
Mom, are you saying you dig it? Okay, put it in the dig it. I'm guessing I didn't know you ever seen this dang movie. All right, so it's my turn. We're in the home stretch here. I'm having a good time though. This is fun. Yeah. Who knew? There's so many great and controversial threequels. 4K says Scary movie remake may not work in 2025. Wayans are woke now. Yeah, I
Are
mean,
they? Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, it might not. It was a different time. Legacy sequel parody. All right, is this me? Is this Howling 3?
No, Scream 3. I know
Oh
it's butt gravy, so I'll put it in there.
no, come on now, it's
I
mine. This is not a great movie. This is the worst Scream movie, hands down, the worst Scream movie. But have I seen worse? Yeah, I'm not gonna give it butt gravy. I'm gonna give it. Oh fuck. Part of me wants to give it awful waffle, but I mean, like, even that might be a little harsh. Like, maybe like low. I can dig it. No, let's give it high awful waffle, just for Courtney Cox's fucking terrible fucking haircut, dude. She looks like she let some 3-year-old get a hold of the scissors, dude. And like,
Man,
cut her.
she's getting uglier and uglier.
Look at the fucking sexist in the room, guys. Jeez Louise.
Well, she's getting all that plastic surgery, right?
She got it all out, dude.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she took it all out.
I
Look
didn't
at
know
you.
that.
You got to take the high road like me and call her fucking haircut ugly. You just said she was ugly. That's different.
Well,
You bash what God gave her.
I'm not
and
saying
said,
I'm not ugly either. So
she can grow that hair back. I have a heart.
She can be in the ugly club with me.
You said
basket case 3.
no matter what, you're born with ugly. You're gonna die with ugly. All right, never mind. I'm just kidding. So Todd's got basket case 3.
I'll give it to you. I haven't seen this.
I've never watched I've only seen the first 2.
All right.
Anybody in the chat seen basket case 3? It's been the synapse has been sitting on my shelf for like fucking years, dude. Still in the wrapper. I know I'm terrible. Basket case 3. But anybody seen basket case 3? Oh, come on. Let's be nice. Nobody looks like Mickey Rourke, dude.
Mickey Rourke is the worst, man.
God, dude. Like I keep saying it, but have we ever experienced as epic of a glow down as Mickey Rourke? You take the dude that was an Angel Heart, dude, and then the guy they're not even recognizable. Even the voice, like they're not even the same guy. But yeah, anyway. Near flawlessly, basket case 3. Really?
Wow.
I feel like you're a troll, though. I feel like you like everything we're supposed to hate, and you hate everything we're supposed to like. But hey, if you're the only person that's seen it, I'm just surprised you have Basket Case 3 on here, but no Puppet Master 3. Hey, Todd makes the list. I just show up for the paycheck, man.
Sorry, Marco. I didn't even think of Puppet Master 3. I should have.
You should always. We got to have Mac on for these types of things. Huge basket case guy. Take my bias into account. All right, give it to him. So near flawless. So give it to him.
Throw it up there.
You know what? Like I said, it's on my list again. It's a movie I have to watch when I got my big vacation coming up here. You know. And Todd, I know it's not going to be even if I'm holding a kid in a chair, I'm going to be watching movies. You know. All right,
I'm taking this.
Wait, no. Is it mine?
Well, I gave my last one to the chat. Unless you want this.
Oh wait, okay. Did you really? You gave yours to the chat?
Yeah, because I haven't seen Basket Case 3.
All right. I want this too, but go ahead. That's right. I'm sure we're gonna agree.
You know it's gonna be butt gravy.
It's the worst piece of shit, dude. Yeah. This is the worst freaking movie I've ever seen in my life. I mean, no, actually, no. I don't know if this is worse than
I've seen in my life.
31 might be a little bit worse, but dude,
terrible.
We're splitting fucking pubic hairs at this point. Yeah. But the fact that we can't decide on what the worst movie is, and they both belong to Rob Zombie, it's not doing him any favors. It's just it's really bad, guys. Marco, fuck 3 from Hell. What a disappointment. 3 from Hell is trash. Dude, what? This was his trump card, his ace in the hole, because he had all the success with the second one,
House, and then Devil's Rejects
especially. And then he got lucky and he got the Halloween gig, and that boosted his stock because he had like a $20 million opening weekend off the back of a known IP. And then he started doing his own movies, man, and they were just dog shit. It's like, oh, he stepped away from the Firefly family, and now we get El Haunted World of El Super Beasto or whatever it is, trash. And what else did he put out? Lords of Salem. Him wanting to be Dario, him wanting to be Argento so bad fucking hurts, dude. I could never finish it. I literally, it takes me 4 sessions to get through it, and
it's not terrible.
I'll take it over 31 and 3 from Hell.
Shit, dude.
But then he had bomb after bomb after bomb. The dang, diggy, diggy.
Terrible too.
Bomb, the dang, diggy, diggy. Yeah, the Monsters is bad. And what was it? He crowdfunded 31, right?
Yeah.
And in 31 came at a point where clearly nobody's giving him any money for a movie anymore, because this guy is just like struck out. And he actually took fans' money and he gave them 31.
Yeah.
And I just think the shame. And then he might have, because he went back to the well of the Firefly family. Maybe he got a little money for that. And it's just, you could tell he never wanted to do that, but he just had to. Because like, I literally can't ask the fans for money anymore because I gave them 31. And I already burned them. I burned that bridge, and studios don't want to give me anything. So I have to go back to the tried and true. And man, the movie's not good.
No,
it just
it's not good
shits
at
all over whatever legacy he had built.
And Sid
And-
Haig was 1 foot out the door.
My opinion on Rob Zombie has always been the smart move for him would have been, off the heat of Halloween. He's still a new director. I still think he should have like honed it in a little bit better. He was hot with Halloween. He should have immediately taken on another script. It doesn't
He was
have to.
supposed to. He was supposed to do the Blob. I think. at one point.
I don't think doing a remake. You don't want to become the remake guy.
Yeah.
But I think what he should have done was use his clout he had built up to make another movie that wasn't his. Right? Don't be the chef of every fucking station in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Like he was doing with, like that behind the scenes featurette of Devil's Rejects is a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I like it more in the movie. Super long. I love stuff like that. But he's one of those guys that was like doing everything. And that's great. That's passion. I love it. But I think the next step career-wise, it should have been a safer move. He should have taken the heat he had behind him, gotten a really good script from another writer, and worked with other producers and just directed it.
Yeah.
And he needed to carry that heat on. He needed to keep it going, man. And he fucking didn't. He cooled off. And
he's a brilliant artist. Cinematography and everything looks cool. It looks like a music video, but yeah, he's not a writer. He's not a director, really.
his dialogue is not good.
No.
Lords of Salem is his best film. And I'm a Rob Zombie guy. House of 1,000 was a big hit. Best movie he made. 3 from Hell is really, really lame.
I agree.
So, and 31 is too. All right. So is this me or the chat? Oh, you flipped. It's me.
Yeah.
Just chat and you guys switched. Okay. Sorry, guys. I feel like I have a lot of shit to talk about Rob Zombie. I would love to meet the guy because there's no disrespect. It's just
I enjoy his music.
I mean, we could talk all night about my problems with that too, but he's had good music, right? Critters 3.
Okay. No, it wasn't Critters 3. It was Maxine.
Oh, okay. Either or. Maxine is I hate that it's called I Can Dig It, because I really don't like it, but it's a low mid, right? It's not the worst movie.
It could even go on Awful Waffle after seeing it a few times.
We'll call it low mid. We'll be fair. I mean, it's competent. It's just it's not great. I would never watch it again. And it's competently made. It looks all right. It's the actors are fine. It's just,
we did a commentary on it, by the way, if anybody wants to check it out.
like, this is what he topped his trilogy off with after Pearl, dude.
Pearl was great.
Pearl's better than X.
Yeah,
it's like he hit a high and it's just like, okay, you flew too close to the sun. You should have cashed out your chips early. But no, there's probably studio pressure from A24, and he pumped out Maxine, because Pearl was obviously made right on a whim because the lockdowns and right, because they filmed it at the same time as X. They're like, hey, look, we got the same people. Let's just make another movie. And they kind of did it on the fly, and there was obviously a magic there. And then when he got pressured into just whipping this thing out like a year later, you can't force the magic, man.
I think Mia Goth's in the new Frankenstein movie.
Yeah,
the Guillermo del Toro movie or something coming
so you
out.
might actually have to watch a Guillermo del Toro movie now.
I hate him, man. His movies suck.
All right, so Blaine says it was fun, but middle of the road. I mean, middle of the roads is as best as it's going to get, I think. I'm sure if you asked Ty West, he's probably like, yeah, you guys are right. Oh, Stepfather 3. Who's this?
I don't remember anything about Stepfather 3. Do you?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can give it to the chat if you want.
All right.
Do you guys? We'll work on together with this. Chat, what do you guys think of Stepfather 3? This is where they recast the role. Because it's a different guy playing Stepfather 3, and it's dog shit. It's just not good. And they do the whole thing of, oh, he got the face-off surgery. He's on to another family of victims, and that's how they justify getting a different actor.
Have I seen this one? I might have just saw
that's how they explain getting a different actor. It's like, yeah, he got the face-off reconstructive surgery. Let's see. I hardly remember Stepfather. I didn't finish it. Awful Waffle. I would definitely call it Awful Waffle.
I enjoy the first two.
Yeah, the first two are. The second one is redundant, but we still got the same guy. You got Jonathan Brandis, R.I.P. Right? Isn't he in it?
Yeah.
And but
I just don't remember this one very much.
The first one's the only one that should exist, but the Stepfather 2 is fine. 3 is bad, dude. So yeah, go ahead and put an Awful Waffle. We'll just stick it there. Yeah, it's super forgettable. 4K, does Ty West really think Maxine's is a masterpiece?
That's sad. He does. I still like House of the Devil the best of his.
Maxine was teased in the end credit scene for X in theaters. Yeah, but it was just a tease. You could tell they were cashing a check they didn't have the fucking balance for yet.
Well, and that movie didn't know what it wanted to be. I mean, it's supposed to be a giallo, and it was.
But I'm saying, he just threw that out there like, fuck, I got to do a third. Maxine's coming. He had a concept in mind, but then he's probably like, fuck, now I better get to writing fast.
Well, that third act was freaking ridiculous.
100%. That was just an afterthought, spaghetti at the wall. And then he's like, shit, now I have to figure out what Maxine is and how to do it. But anyway, Ty West went full Hollywood cuck brain AIDS. Okay. I'm sorry I read that aloud. It's gonna get me in trouble. Jeez. All right, let's go. So this one, who is this technically?
I'm gonna give the chat.
It would be the chat. Yeah, Child's Play 3.
Oh.
This one's kind of a teeter-totter, right? Depending on who you ask. Todd's a little bit more favorable to it than I am. I think it's fine. I think it's good.
It's fun.
I just don't think it's as good as 1 and 2. I think it's a little bit of a dip. And
it's the third best in the franchise.
It felt like a USA movie. Probably it reminds me like I'm watching Problem Child, dude. I don't know what it is about it. It seems super tame compared. I don't know why. But it's funny. I really like Problem Child 3. I really like the movie, but
Problem Child 3, man.
Junior in Love, dude. Junior in Love. But hey, my mom is saying dig it. Wild Wrangler is saying dig it. Mutineer is saying mid, which is dig it.
We got top
Mark
G.
says top G. Blaine says flawless.
Wow.
So I think that balances out. Well, we have a lot of mids. I think that low flawless. Let's call it low flawless. Okay. I think that's where I balances out. So let's hit it. This will be me. Oh, we're winding down here. Oh, I got some Jimmy Johns waiting on me, dogs.
Who has seen this Hostel 3?
I've never seen it, dude. This is always in that $5 bin at Walmart, dude. And this obviously Eli Roth gave it to somebody else and pimped his name out. Like, because remember when Eli Roth for like a decade plus just became that guy where he was selling his name, his endorsements.
Oh, yeah.
Eli Roth presents.
He did a lot. He did a lot of those.
That guy, he's another guy. He's another guy that just I think is spent, dude. Yeah, and
Thanksgiving is fun enough. I thought it was fun.
No, you probably like that Borderlands.
No, I'm not into that.
I think he's just spent, dude. But even like Thanksgiving, even if you think it's fun, I thought it was very mid. But it's just he's retreading. He's just that guy. He's just that guy that can make copycat movies, his homage movies. And wait, what was the last one?
Nobody's seen it. So
where'd you put it?
Awful Wall. No, I threw it in shit.
Okay. So who's Day of the Dead? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, I haven't talked about this in a long time. I talk about Day of the Dead all the time. So Day of the Dead for me, I'm gonna say part of me wants to avoid a lynch mob and say almost flawless victory, but really low. But if I'm being 100% honest to my heart, I wonder if it's a really high. I can dig it. No,
Oh
it's
my God.
because I feel it's a 7 out of 10.
It's a
And
top G. It's a top G.
I'm
Come
trying
on.
to figure out where 7 out of 10 is really good, but I'm trying to figure out where that is. You know, I feel like almost flawless would be almost like an 8 out of 10. Give it low, almost flawless. Low, almost flawless. I just don't think
way better in all these films than Almost Flawless.
Well, you're the one that put fucking Psycho 3 where you put it, right? You want it to be higher, you know. I'm not saying it's not,
It's
but
better than Psycho 3, man.
you know, I hate it. Everybody thinks they treat me like I fucking hate it, but I don't. I'm just it's a good movie, like a great movie. A 7 out of 10 is great. It's just not a 10 out of 10. It's not Dawn. It's not. It'll never be Dawn. Anyway, yeah, Blaine, it's top G. It's not your pick, bro.
That's 4K's
Hey,
favorite Romero film.
But you guys can change it. I'm sure someone's going to change it now. But again, among other threes and franchises, it's a top G, third in horror franchise. So but so if I'm comparing it to third in its own trilogy, though, there's diminishing returns a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's the third best in the trilogy.
Anyway, so let's move it on.
All right,
man. Oh, we're down to is that Howling?
Howling 3.
You put Hallowing.
Hallowing 3.
Howling.
Hallowing 3. I don't even remember Howling 3. Do you?
That's not how you spell it. You spelled it like Halloween.
I know.
Howling.
I know it's Howling.
This is your brain on drugs. Okay, Howling 3. Yeah, I don't remember anything about Howling 3, man. Hot take. I think Howling is boring. I don't really care for the Howling. Obviously, legendary effects. That transformation scene, the Rick Baker stuff is incredible. Obviously, Rick Baker is goated. Love, American Werewolf. But the movie's just, I have to go back and watch it. I just always felt it was a little too slow for my own good. For my take, rather.
The original's fun. I enjoy it.
I need to go back and watch
the second one is, I don't know. It's okay. It's kind of weird.
Wow. 4K Todd is falling apart live and in color. Howling 3 is my fave. Howling. Nobody can spell Howling. There you go. Okay. It's a different movie. Way better than Howling 3. American Werewolf American Werewolf is the best werewolf movie of all time. I think it's the best. What's better?
Silver Bullet's up there.
Yeah, but I think Silver Bullet's a lot of fun, but I can't call it better. I call it better than American Werewolf. American Werewolf's just got that it factor, dude. There's just something about it. I love the characters. I had Silver Bullet's up there for sure.
I love the characters in Silver Bullet.
Yeah, because you want to blow Gary Busey, we know, but it is fantastic. And Corey Haim era appropriate Corey Haim from the movie in the wheelchair. You don't like a lot of resistance. Okay, it's gross, dude. All right, so who would Critters 3 be technically?
Chat.
Our chat, Critters 3, starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep.
Gus is my friend. He was my friend. Where do you guys put Critters 3? Critters 3. Yeah, my mom loves Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet's great. Silver Bullet's a fun afternoon movie. It's just it's really good. I feel like
there's not a whole lot of werewolves, but I mean,
I feel like American Werewolf is a little bit more of a study. I think there's a little bit more meat on the bones, whereas Silver Bullet's a great campfire tale. I don't know. I just think there's a little bit more to it, but they're both great. I'm not gonna split hairs. Blaine digs it. And Mutineer digs it. Marco's never seen it. So go ahead and give it a dig. All right. So now we're in the last round. So everybody gets a turn to change something on the board you're not happy with. I think it's fun to go to the chat first.
But you can't change somebody else's that they've changed, right?
Yeah. So if 4K wants to move something, yeah, Blaine, don't be difficult and I mean, I don't really care. It's fine. But we'll see.
Do whatever you want.
We'll ref it. But Anybody here? Okay, so Mutineer says take Killjoy 3 off of the board and put it top G spot. We don't
We don't have
on here.
Killjoy 3.
The hell are we talking? What did you say, Killjoy? Oh, he's talking about Art the Clown.
Oh, okay.
Or wait, are you saying put it on the board? I don't know. Maybe we're not.
Clarify a little bit.
4K. I'd like to vote down Maxine to the very bottom of the ship barrel.
That's
Move
fine.
it. Move it. Wild Wrangler, Critters 3. I mean, are you wanting to move Critters 3? Let us know. Day goes to top G, says Blaine.
Thank you, Blaine. My man.
Okay. Marco, Friday the 13th 3 and top G.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
okay.
Fine.
Okay. Any other takers to wreck some shit? All right, let's see here. Todd, what are you gonna move?
I'm throwing Nightmare on Elm Street in top G.
That's a good one. I think that might have been what I would have did. So now I have to do something else. Let me kind of evaluate this list. Where is the unjust?
You can move Psycho 3 down.
I mean, I would, but it seems like a waste. I think Child's Play 3 is where it needs to be. I think Hellraiser 3 is where it needs to be. I think most of the flawless category is where it needs to be, except for Psycho 3. But gosh, man, I feel like I don't want to waste this. What's the movie? Oh, Best Case 3. Ghoulies 3. The midsection's okay looking to me. I would say even the Awful Waffle category is looking pretty tight, I think this is pretty solid. I think all I can do is maybe move Psycho down 1. Just move Psycho down to the high I can dig it, right at the top. Yeah, this is pretty solid, man. I don't have a lot of problems with it, to be honest with you.
I think Mutineer has one for us.
If you won't add Killjoy, then take Creepshow 3 and move it to the bottom of the butt gravy.
There you go.
All right. I can dig it. Hey, we'll have to there's more Threequels out there. There's all these things that we do. We could always do a part 2. I'm pretty sure we'd be surprised at how many part 3s we can scrape up. And by all means, guys, when this video's up, leave it in the chat. Leave us the part 3s that we forgot. That way, when we come back to this wanting to do a part 2, we can kind of review the comments.
Yeah, if they want a part 2, we'll definitely do a part 2.
And same thing with all the other stuff we've done. If we miss something, put it in the comments and we'll always refer to it. But hey, guys, it was a great time. I had a blast. And I definitely want to watch some fucking shitty part 3 movies tonight. I got to put something on my list.
Tremors 3.
I don't think so. Hey, guys, so what are we doing? Oh, it's a member only pick. So we put it out there for the members. Silhouette, one of our members, he really wanted us to do Toy Story. Now, here's what I think. I feel like Toy Story, I think we could do an ironic commentary of that and do it very well. I could talk about Toy Story all day long. And, it's age appropriate. I know it's like Pixar, but dude, that movie came out in 94, right? 95?
90. Yeah, I don't remember.
We were kids, dude. So we're gonna honor that request, but I think it should be for everybody. I think what we have to say about that bullshit. Mutineer says no Toy Story. Well, so what should we do? If you guys are members out there, throw in your votes. So we're not letting that affect the vote. I was thinking if we did do it, it would have to be for everybody. But I don't know. Mutineer, let us know.
Pick something, Mutineer.
I think you're a member, right, Mutineer? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a member.
But if you are, you get a vote, dude. Let us know. Let us know in a comment somewhere what we're doing, and we're going to be doing it. And also, I said it before, check out our store. Got some cool swag. And if you guys want to support us anymore, speaking of the membership, we do have a membership. $2.99 a month. Goes a long way, helps us out, helps us keep us out of the trenches, and keeps us doing this. We're getting older. We're getting busier. Now both of us are going to have kids. Good Lord. Where's it all going? But we love doing it. We want to keep doing it. And all your support means a lot to us. So, check it out. We got member commentaries. If you're new to the channel, go back. We've been around 14 years. We got tons and tons and tons of film commentaries, discussions like this. You get to see the whole evolution. You know that little intro at the start of these streams? That's a little taste Todd put together of the different chapters we've gone through.
15 years or whatever.
4K says I'm not a member. The masturbating gunman is my suggestion for commentary. Well then, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. I'm just kidding. The masturbating gunman. All right, guys. Catch you later. Bye bye.
Yeah.